What's going on, guys? So we have another build here today. This is the Moon Lich. He is a character who would utilize and basically take advantage of the witches of the world to achieve ultimate power. So through this quest line we gain knowledge of the stars through selling and access to the moon through Ronnie and access to the powers of death through Fia, and together we have a all-powerful Moon Lich. This is my third playthrough of the game. It was a lot of fun. What people said about playing a spellcaster was partly true. There were some bosses that were just so easy, you just burned right through them. There were some that were nearly impossible as a spellcaster. So overall, I think it was actually kind of harder for me to play a spellcaster than it was to say like a strength build. But before we get into the story and the game clips and things like that, let's take a look at the stats and the gear. So we have the Carrion Regal Scepter. Because it had a really high sorcery scaling once it was leveled up, it also boosts full moon sorcery. Though I will say that the Academy Glintstone Staff had a better look to it. I liked it a lot better. It actually looked more like a moon, but it was just not quite as powerful. That's why we didn't use it. But for styles effect, I like this one a lot better. So we had the Crystal Knife, which was only used in emergencies really. I used it a couple times to kill some random mobs and player one time when I ran out of spells, ran out of mana. So, you know, that was just there for whatever. If you were going to build this character and you wanted to pump a few points into strength, there's always the Dark Moon Greatsword. Fits the character well. Just as far as being a Lich goes, if you were using the Faith stuff and had Rancor, this is a really cool weapon. But it scales with Faith, or sorry, Intelligence also, so that would have been a good one too. I just didn't want to dump 19 points into strength for this character. We made him a glass cannon. Anyways, for the outfit we have the Lazuli robe. It is the one worn by the moon sorcerers over at Lucaria Academy. I really liked it. It had the white vibe going on, and it's really hard to get the robe to fit just right, but when it sits just right down at the bottom, the two flaps form a circle to represent the moon, and I thought that was really cool. Like I said, it's hard, almost, it's hard to get it right. But yeah, I thought this was a really fitting outfit. For the gloves, we just got the astrologer gloves. You know, they're white. For the boots, I rotated between a few, but right now I end up settling with the traveling maiden boots. It's white leggings with just some dark boots. It's nothing special. Nothing on my head. I just have the blindfold that you can make during character creation, or in Fia's mirror, or at the character rebirth. For talismans, I used Radagon Icon, which shortens spellcasting time. Graven Skull Talisman raises potency of sorceries. America's Scar Seal, which boosts a bunch of stats like Arcane, Faith, Intelligence, and Mind. That also makes you a little squishier though, increases damage taken, which is where this comes in. Vastly boosts physical damage negation. There for a while I used the Stargazer Heirloom instead, which raises intelligence, but we eventually got to a point where our intelligence was so high that it wasn't really needed. We used Godric's Great Rune. I never used any Starlight Shards, never needed them. I didn't use these either. I thought I was going to and forgot that I equipped them, but they are there. For stats, we are currently level 107. Vigor 31. Some of this ain't right. Let me see. Yeah, my Great Rune is active right now, so some of this is a little higher than it ought to be. Let's see, mine would be 29 before talismans. Let's see, the only thing here that I really boasted a lot of, I got a few points in the arcane just to use the bubble spells, and intelligence I believe is 80 before all the talismans and runes. So yeah, we put a lot of points in intelligence, and I spent most of the game very flimsy. There was many bosses who could one-shot me. I just needed to summon my Death Knight here, which I cannot currently summon, and blast with some long-range magic. For the most part, we used Great Oracular Bubble. That spell is amazing. It saved my butt so many times, and it doesn't cost a lot of FP to cast, and it's a stealth spell, so yeah, it was definitely one of the better ones. We started using Renala's full moon at the end. Yeah, give me that rune. And we used Comet Azure once or twice. For the most part, we unequipped that and used the Starlight spell just for vision. But yeah, real simple. We use circular spells, bubbles, and moons almost exclusively. There were several times I would use Stars of Ruin or something like that, but that was very rare. Oh well. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy this build. Like I said, he to achieve ultimate power in Lichdom and mastery over the moon, he needed access to death, becoming a Lich through Fia, and he needed access to the moon through Ronnie, and he needed access to the stars through Selen, and all three were called witches, and he utilized them all to achieve his goal. And I hope you enjoy the story and the build. Please leave a like. This took, let me see if I can find where it's at here. System. This took basically 33 hours to make this video, so I would appreciate a like if you enjoyed it. Comment below and subscribe. It really helps. I would like to make more of these. I'm not looking to get a big audience, but as long as people are liking these videos, I'll keep making them. Guys, I appreciate you. Enjoy the video.
Sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here? A yen for glintstone sorceries. Well, your aptitude does appear passable, but one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria as a reviled, apostate witch. Do you still wish to learn from me? Well, you are a piece of work. Very well. You are now my protege in glintstone sorcery. But I refuse to coddle or cast kind words. Never. Anticipate grievances, young apprentice. heart draws upon the powers embedded in Glintstone. But what is the nature of such power? Glintstone is the amber of the cosmos. Golden amber contains the remnants of ancient life and houses its vitality, while Glintstone contains residual life, and thus the vitality of the stars. It should not be forgotten that Glintstone sorcery is the study of the stars and the life therein, a fact lost on most sorcerers these days.
Intriguing. Then mayhaps fate hath steered thee to this reunion. Wilt thou enter into my service? I am the Witch Rani. I stole death long ago, and search now for the dark path, that I might one day upend the whole of it, and rid the world of all that came before. Well, has that roused thy interest? I see. A choice well made. Thou art a rare sword. Not many would have accepted the offer, but I require as much of those under my command. I anticipate good work from thee. Good.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson? Well, well. Sullivan is not a name I ever wanted to hear again. But fine. If it will help you, my apprentice, I offer my knowledge. The stars alter the fate of the Karian royal family, and the fate of your mistress, Rani. But long ago, General Radahn challenged the swirling constellations, and in a crushing victory arrested their cycles. Now he is the force that repulses the stars. If General Radahn were to die, the stars would resume their movement, and so too would Rani's destiny.
It was thee, not Blithe it seemeth. Even in my slumber I sensed it. It is in thy possession, is it not? The hidden treasure of Nokron. My thanks. Finally all the pieces are in place. Soon must I begin my journey. Upon the dark path only I may tread. Ah, but before I leave, I shall entrust thee with this. My thanks for thy sterling efforts. A strange gift, perhaps. But a rare sort such as thee would welcome it, I'm sure. I am certain now. Fate steered us to our reunion. I must thank Torrent, too, for his part. You may leave now. It was but brief. But thou gavest me fine service. Dogged fellow, aren't we? Or is it merely thy habit to talk to dolls? Fine. Fine. I hadn't expected any soul to recognize me in this guise. But now the cat is out the bag. I cannot allow thee thy freedoms. Perform for me a service as recompense. Eliminate the baleful shadows which prowl these lands. The name of Rani the Witch is already sullied by thee. I will not brook disobedience in this matter. So it was thee who would become my lord. Perhaps I needn't have warned thee. I am pleased, however. Thou art a fitting choice. I go now to the night sky. It is there I shall find mine order. I bid thee travel the path of the Lord, and once all is done, we shall see each other once more.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson? What's this sorcery, my apprentice? Ah, then you have seen Master Azure. Master Azure was a founding Glintstone sorcerer, and my first teacher. A stern judge of men. But he must have seen something in you. You make us both proud. We can speak more later, my apprentice. If you recall, I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria. It was for attempting to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. The toothless pedantry peddled by the Carian royal family can rot for all I care. I want Glintstone sorceries that open our minds, unbound by terrestrial taboos, no matter what we give in return. My apprentice, I presume nothing. Teacher and student are not bound to tread the same path. But hear me out, my apprentice. I need your help to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. Perhaps this is a journey we could take together. Splendid. I thank you. This pleases me. It's been far too long since I found a fellow kindred spirit. You must have a fabulous teacher. I need your help, my apprentice. Master Lusat is another founding Glintstone sorcerer. And like Master Azure, he was banished from the Academy. Now he languishes in prison somewhere. My apprentice, can you find Master Lusat? With this Glintstone key, you should be able to cross the boundary that encloses him. I need him to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. He's nigh a child of the stars. Such is his body now. My apprentice, give me a moment later. I have a favor to ask. The form you see before you is merely a projection. My body lies elsewhere, but the Academy's shackles prevent it being moved. My body is on the Weeping Peninsula at the southern tip of the lands between, imprisoned in the ruins just down from the Church of Marika, past the plain of the Wandering Mausoleum. Can you make the journey to my body? I have something that I can only trust with you. Who could have guessed? What a place to find Master Lusat. You have my gratitude. This is all your work. I am truly pleased to have you as an apprentice, and a kindred spirit. This is a mere token of my thanks. Please, take it. This bring... My apprentice. Thank you for coming. These shackles take a toll on us all. There is something I need you to look after. My primal glintstone. A star has fallen, and my fortunes waver. Someone may come for my life, and so I entrust it with you. Myself.
Well met. I hardly expected to see the champion of the festival here. Of all places. You didn't know Selen, did you? Well, whatever the case, she's dead now. Just put it behind you.
She was known as the Graven Witch. Obsessed by the primeval current, countless sorcerers fell to her hand. The most dangerous mage in the entire history of Rhea Lucaria's academy. It is strange, though. The woman, she was like a husk. Her soul already fled. I suspect Selen lives on elsewhere. I'm sure she'll turn up eventually, in another body. A sickening thought, but one that won't stop gnawing at me.
My apprentice. Just how long has it been? Thank you. You've helped me fill a new body once again, and it's truly a gem. Young and full of vigor, a snug fit for my primal glintstone. Better still, I've shed those awful shackles. Finally, I can return to the Academy to expel the Karian royal family and restore the primeval current. My dear apprentice. I owe this all to you. Finally, I can return to the Academy to expel the Karian royal family and restore the primeval current. Jeren, bringer of my death. You have my gratitude. Join the stream. Reflect on your my apprentice. You've saved my skin once again. Do you see this? The Queen of Caria is no more. With the bodies of Masters Azure and Lusat returned, the Academy can hone the primeval current, so that we, fallen children of the stars, shall beam with brilliance once again. My apprentice, will you stay with us, here at the Academy? Huh. I know it's not possible. You have your own calling, to be the next Elden Lord. But do think of me, of your teacher. On the eve of your crowning, you will always be my darling pupil. Rest assured that no, the entire Academy will swear allegiance to the new monarch, my apprentice. Become Elden Lord. Perhaps I'm jumping ahead, but here is a symbol of my allegiance and the Academy's. Do you recall what once I told you? That glintstone is the amber of the cosmos, and sorcery is the study of the stars and the life therein. When you become Elden Lord, please illuminate me. Lay bare the secrets of life which course the Elden Ring. Next time, I will be your student.
Not even you. A man cannot kill a god.
The battle is over, I see. I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. A 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of them. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness. Let us go together. My dear consort eternal.
My friend, I